Before we start this video, I want to give you one last warning. This content isn't for everyone. Some people watch this and it changes them. Some people watch this and it breaks them. And the only difference? Whether they watched it all the way through. Because what you're about to learn today is knowledge that's been hidden from most people. A truth that makes people afraid of their own minds once they hear it. Have you ever felt like you already knew the outcome of something before it happened? Like you could hear the next words someone was going to say before they said them? Or stood in a room and suddenly felt an invisible pull, not from your logic, but from your instinct, pointing you somewhere? They say the world is split into two kinds of minds. Those who see reality exactly as it's shown to them, and a rare few who read reality before it arrives. These people move faster than the world around them. They don't guess the future. They run simulations of it, quietly, constantly, running circles around the average mind. And when that simulation surfaces, the world calls it a sixth sense. But here's the truth. It's not magic. It's not mysticism. It's not some rare gift you're born with. It's a trained upgrade, a mental shift that takes someone from normal to something far beyond normal. A mind that starts reading reality like code and shows you every truth the world usually chooses to ignore. And today, you're about to step onto that same forbidden path. In this video, I'm going to show you how sixth sense intelligence actually works, how you can activate it inside yourself, and how it gives you total command over your own mind and your own emotions. Before we go further, here's exactly what you're going to learn. Because this isn't just a video, it's a door. And once you walk through it, you don't come back the same. Step 1. The hidden machine in your brain that's been running silent simulations without you ever asking it to. Step 2. 3 dark rituals that train your sixth sense. A silence ritual that sharpens awareness like a blade. A chaos ritual that teaches your mind to find clarity inside fire. And a pattern ritual where awareness evolves into prediction. Step 3. The final transformation. The moment you stop being predictable altogether. If you're ready, if you have the nerve to step through a door, you can't walk back out of unchanged. Let's begin. Welcome to the Forbidden Sixth Sense. Chapter 1. The tongue switch. Most people are born into a cage, and most people die in that same cage. The cage of ordinary intelligence. School taught you that being smart means memorizing dates, cramming formulas, following rules. Society told you that grades, degrees, and IQ scores are the real measure of genius. But here's the truth. None of that gives you power. It just makes you predictable. Think about it. If intelligence were only logic, the most logical people on Earth would be running everything. They're not. If intelligence were only memory, professors would be kings. They're not either. Real power lives in another layer entirely, a layer most people never even touch. People call it intuition. They call it a gut feeling, but it's something far bigger than that. It's a hidden switch inside your own nervous system, one that turns your brain into a radar, your sixth sense. And today, you're going to feel it for the first time. The forgotten switch, the one nobody ever told you about. There's a switch hidden inside your mouth. No magic, no mysticism, pure biology. That switch is your tongue. Here's what to do. Press the tip of your tongue against the roof of your mouth, right behind your front teeth, and hold it there. Now, breathe slowly through your nose. In for 4 seconds, out for 6. Keep your tongue locked in place the whole time. At first, it'll feel pointless. Stay with it. Within seconds, your nervous system starts shifting. Why? Because this tongue position completes an electrical loop in your body. It connects your vagus nerve directly to your brainstem, and the result is fast, deep, almost unsettling. Your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens on its own, blood flow to your brain increases, and the background noise in your mind, the static, starts to fade, like a radio losing its interference, and the real signal finally coming through. Notice what changes. Your hearing sharpens. Small sounds you never noticed before suddenly become clear. Your vision seems to widen. like your eyes just opened a little further. The endless mental chatter starts going quiet, and in its place comes a stillness that's still fully alive and alert. This isn't meditation. This isn't relaxation. This is activation, a predictive awareness mode. The same mode geniuses stumble into by accident. You just switched it on deliberately. The science they don't teach. Ordinary intelligence always arrives late. The problem is obvious only after it's already happened. The lie is clear only after you've already been fooled. The opportunity is visible only after someone else has already taken it. The sixth sense flips that story. It calms the nervous system while sharpening perception. The brain stops reacting and starts predicting. Someone's eyelid twitches slightly. You already know they're about to lie. The air shifts slightly. You sense danger before it arrives. A pattern shifts just barely, and you see the outcome before it happens. This is why ancient warriors did this before battle, why monks did this before entering trance, why interrogators did this before a hard conversation. It was never about peace. It was about the edge it gave them. Your first activation. Try it now with full intention. Sit up straight. Keep your tongue pressed to the roof of your mouth. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Breathe out slowly for 6. Do this for just 2 minutes and watch your senses start to shift. This is the door to your nervous system opening. The first step into a genius-level state. The truth you must face. Unlocking this sense doesn't make you calm. It makes you different. You'll feel the tension in a room's air. You'll hear people's tired breathing. You'll watch patterns form before your eyes. At first, it feels heavy, even wrong, because it shows you the world raw, unfiltered, exactly as it is. But now you know the truth. Intelligence equals awareness, sharpened to the point of prediction. And with this rare tongue switch trick, you've just had your first taste of it. But remember, a spark alone doesn't become fire. To master this, you have to train it. Silence sharpens it. Chaos tests it. Pattern shapes it into foresight. Chapter 2. The silence ritual. You flipped the switch. You felt the first spark. But a spark doesn't become a fire on its own. Now you have to make it sharper, deeper, permanent. And its biggest enemy is noise. Noise from your phone. Noise in your head. Noise from the world around you. It blinds your sixth sense. It buries the faint signals. If you want to think like the rare ones, you have to eliminate the noise first. That's the silence ritual. That's your next door. When you drop into silence, you're tuning a radio. The static drops away, and suddenly, you start hearing frequencies nobody else picks up. That's why geniuses seem almost magical. They notice what everyone else ignores. Tesla could see entire machines fully built in his mind before he ever touched a tool. Da Vinci sketched inventions centuries ahead of his time. None of that was an accident. They lived in states of focus so deep, the world seemed to whisper its secrets straight into their ears. Now you're going to train that same focus. Find a quiet room. No screens, no sound, no interruptions. Dim the lights, or sit in the dark if you can. Sit up straight, spine tall, shoulders loose, not stiff, not slouched. Activate the tongue switch. Seal your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Start the breathing rhythm. 4 seconds in through the nose, 6 seconds out. Steady, quiet, constant. Now let yourself sink into stillness. Sit for the next 15 minutes. Breathe. Feel. Your job isn't to control your thoughts. Your job is simply to observe. Listen for the faint hum of electricity in the walls. Notice the smallest shifts in your own heartbeat. Feel how cold the air is on the way in, and how warm it is on the way out. Watch the tension leave your body, second by second. Every subtle thing you catch is a win. Every second you hold that focus is your antenna training itself. What's happening in the brain? Your brainwaves are literally shifting. Noise produces high, scattered, chaotic, unfocused waves. Silence pulls them down into alpha states, the states tied to creativity, focus, and predictive thinking. You're moving from an ordinary human frequency into what's essentially a genius frequency. Your neurons start firing in sync. Logic, memory, and creativity begin resonating together. And when they sync up, insight appears. This isn't mysticism. It's the physics happening inside your own skull. The threshold moment. Around the 7 to 10 minute mark, something happens. Your mind rebels first. Thoughts flood in. This is boring. This is stupid. I should stop. That's just the static fighting back. Don't listen to it. Stay patient. Push through. On the other side of that resistance is a drop. A shift. Like your mind finally let go of the wheel. The noise falls away. Awareness expands. You're no longer thinking. You're sensing. The air feels different. Sounds you never noticed before suddenly rise to the surface. This silence isn't empty. It's alive. That's the moment you cross into the edge of your sixth sense. Daily training. 15 minutes. Once a day. Try to keep it at the same time every day. At first, there'll be resistance. Then a craving will build. Because you'll start noticing what other people miss. A slight tension in someone's jaw. You'll catch it first. Hesitation in a voice. You'll hear the lie before it's spoken. The subtle rhythm behind events. You'll sense it building before it happens. This isn't imagination. It's your nervous system getting trained to catch the signals most people drown out with noise. The price of what you're building isn't silence. It's speed. Every minute you spend here compounds. Your focus widens. Your senses deepen. Your mind starts connecting threads that logic alone can never reach. Most people will drown in chatter. You'll hear the hidden signal. Most people react late. You'll recognize it first. People hope for clarity. You'll hold on to it. This is the second step of unlocking the sixth sense. Turning awareness into a sharpened edge. Closing the ritual. When the timer ends, don't rush. Open your eyes slowly. Let the world return. Notice how different everything feels. Carry that silence with you. Keep your tongue sealed. Keep your breathing steady. A few more cycles before you stand up. From today, you're no longer blind to the noise. You can silence it whenever you choose. And when you silence it, you'll start hearing the voice of genius underneath it. In the next chapter, we go somewhere harder, because silence sharpens the blade. But chaos is what tests it. And if you want your sixth sense to survive under pressure, you need to learn to see clearly inside the storm. Chapter 3. The Chaos Ritual. Silence sharpens. But silence is also safe. Your sixth sense can't only live in calm. It has to survive fire too, because life is never calm. Life is pressure, noise, conflict, deadlines, betrayal, chaos. And in those moments, the world doesn't care how sharp you were sitting in meditation. What matters is how clear your perception stays in the middle of the storm. This chapter is your entrance into that test. Pass it, and you're not just sharp anymore. You become untouchable. Why chaos is the real exam. Under pressure, most people lose their minds. Their breathing speeds up. Their awareness collapses. Their decisions turn panicked and impulsive. That's why most people fail when it matters most. The rare ones don't. They think clearly under pressure. Great generals on the battlefield, chess masters against the clock, traders watching billions vanish in seconds. Their edge was never calm. It was clarity under pressure. Your sixth sense has to be forged the same way, through deliberate stress training. The practice. You don't need a war zone. Chaos is everywhere once you know how to create it. Choose your storm. A cold shower. Step in, lock the tongue switch, keep your breath steady. Physical exhaustion. Sprint until your lungs burn. Then drop into the breathing cycle. Hunger. When it hits hard, return to the tongue switch and watch your awareness expand. Sleep restriction. Stay up longer than comfortable and train stillness inside the exhaustion. The goal here isn't pain, it's control. When stress hits, your nervous system panics. Your job is to override it. Return to the breath. Hold on to awareness. Step-by-step chaos drill. Step into stress, a cold shower, a sprint, hunger, anything genuinely uncomfortable. Lock the loop. Tongue sealed against the roof of your mouth. Control the breath. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, even while your body is fighting you. Command it. Expand your awareness. Don't focus on the discomfort. Expand around it. Notice the room, the sounds, the rhythm of your breath. Hold it as long as you can manage. Start small, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Then build from there. The goal isn't to become someone who can tolerate pain. The goal is that when your body starts falling apart, you stay clear anyway. Ever asked yourself, where does real strength wake up? When the world is calm, or when the storm hits your face directly? The truth is, every repetition rewires your brain. Every time you change. Every time your mind is remade a little sharper. What happens in the brain? Most people, the moment stress hits, their amygdala takes over, fight or flight, and their intelligence drops. Their sixth sense goes dark. But you send a different signal to stress. Locked tongue posture, controlled breath, expanded awareness, and with that, the amygdala starts to release its grip. Blood flow returns to the prefrontal cortex, the thinking brain, and you stay sharp even inside the fire. The longer you hold that stress state, the deeper the rewiring goes. Slowly, your nervous system learns. Chaos isn't a threat. It's my training ground. How the shift happens. At first, the stress will feel overwhelming. The cold will bite. Hunger will taunt you. Exhaustion will whisper in your ear to quit. But eventually, a small crack opens. The discomfort doesn't disappear. It fades into the background, and your awareness starts to expand. Like silence suddenly dropping in the middle of noise. That's the real breakthrough. Clarity inside the storm. And when that clarity wakes up, it's so cold and so precise that it can almost scare you. If I can see clearly here, I can see clearly anywhere. That's real-world power. What changes after this? When someone yells, you won't flinch. You'll catch the crack in their voice that reveals their weakness instead. When life collapses, you won't panic. You'll see the pattern and already know the next move. When everyone else freezes, you'll move with surgical precision because their perception dies in that moment, and yours stays alive. This isn't peace. This is weaponized clarity. Daily chaos training. Pick one storm a day. Doesn't need to be big. Even a 60-second cold shower is enough. Step into the chaos. Lock the tongue. Control the breath. Expand your awareness. Then step out and write a note. Not about the stress, about the clarity. What details did you catch? What did you notice that was there all along? Did your focus hold? That's how you turn the sixth sense from a skill into an instinct. The transformation. The rest of the world breaks under pressure. You won't. Others think clearly only when things are calm. You'll think clearly when the world is on fire. Others drown in chaos. You'll control it. This is the third step of unlocking the sixth sense. You're no longer just aware. You're becoming unshakable. Leave the calm behind. Step into the storm. With every drill, your nervous system gets tougher, your mind gets sharper, and your sixth sense keeps waking up. In the next chapter, we go further, because clarity inside chaos is survival. What comes next is dominance. Now we move into the pattern ritual, the practice that doesn't just teach you to see, but to see what's coming. Chapter 4, the pattern ritual. You've quieted the noise. You've survived the storm. Now comes the real transformation. What does a genius actually see? Patterns. One scientist saw the same law connecting a falling apple and the orbit of the moon. A naturalist saw a subtle difference in a handful of birds and rewrote our understanding of life itself. Legendary traders look at numbers and see the future forming. The sixth sense isn't magic. It's pattern recognition taken to a level where the mind starts sensing the future's motion before it fully arrives. And now, this is the skill you're going to build. How the pattern ritual begins. First, choose your battlefield. It can be anywhere. People's micro-expressions, small shifts in the market, the weather, animal behavior, even the rhythm of your own energy through the day. Then the ritual begins. 1. Daily logging. Every day, write down 5 small observations. Just observe. Don't analyze. Things like, he blinked twice before he lied. The market dropped 3 days in a row before 10 a.m. The air turned cold, and it rained that night. 2. Weekly stacking. At the end of the week, read back through your logs. Don't force conclusions. Connections will surface on their own. 3. Silent forecasting. By week 3, start writing predictions. He'll react the same way again. The chart moves up tomorrow. It'll rain again by nightfall. That's all it takes. This doesn't require hours, just attention. Within a few weeks, your brain starts to shift. You'll feel it, like the sixth sense just clicked into place. What rewires in the brain? The brain is a prediction machine. But what do most people feed it? Reels, noise, random information. That keeps it weak. When you lock onto patterns instead, you force the brain to work. Memory wakes up. Logic wakes up. Sensory data starts syncing, and the brain starts sharpening, running processes underneath the surface without you even noticing. Your mind starts running simulations, but they don't arrive as words. They arrive as sudden knowing, pure instinct. That's why people sometimes call sixth sense intelligence supernatural. It's not a guess. It's a fast, silent simulation running underneath conscious thought, throwing you the answer before the thinking mind even catches up. The first sign isn't coincidence, it's pattern. The first time it breaks through, you'll write it off as coincidence. Someone picked up the phone right as you thought of them. The market dropped. The storm hit early. You shrugged it off as chance. Then it happens again, and again, until the weight of the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. You realize you're seeing threads that slip past everyone else's attention. They're still reacting. You've already forecasted. That's the moment you stop being just smart and become something else. That's real-world power. What this actually gives you. In conversation, you'll know what someone's about to say before they say it. In business, you'll sense which move works before the data ever confirms it. In danger, you'll move a second early. And sometimes that second is the difference between safe and not. People will call it luck. Some will call it manipulation. But you'll know the truth. It's trained sixth sense, operating past genius. Daily integration, a habit, not a challenge. The pattern ritual isn't a 30-day challenge. It's a lifelong tool. The more you log, the faster you forecast. The more you forecast, the sharper your sixth sense becomes. It compounds. Picture a full year of daily observation and logging. You won't just be smart anymore. You'll live in a dimension of intelligence where randomness collapses and reality reads to you like sheet music. What you've built. The silence ritual sharpened your awareness. The chaos ritual tempered it in fire. The pattern ritual turned that awareness into foresight. This is sixth sense intelligence. It isn't just calm. It isn't just spirituality. It isn't just intellect. It's becoming something the world can no longer predict. A mind that reads reality and bends it before anyone else even sees it moving. From here on, you're not just a student anymore. People will call you a genius without even realizing what actually happened, that you didn't unlock a higher IQ. You unlocked the forbidden sixth sense.